Hey, what's up you guys, Punk Productions here today, and I actually have an experiment to do today. I want to see if I can make fake weld beads using super glue and an accelerant. Now this accelerant here is to instantaneously further the drying process on super glue. Now this super glue itself, it's the gel kind, so this is obviously, you can control it as much as you want. I want to see if I can make fake weld lines because today I'm actually revisiting one of my old projects that I built 2 years ago, my proton pack. Now, 2 years ago, I had made these two tubes that go on the face of the proton packs themselves. You can see that it is just a PVC pipe with a wooden dowel on the inside. You can see it more in there. I just had covered it up with green stuff. It's kind of like an epoxy made for like miniatures and stuff, and it's a wonderful epoxy. I've used actually this before. To make weld lines on other things, such as, I've used it on other weld lines on my proton pack, or I should say weld beads on my proton pack before, but I don't want to use an epoxy this time. I want to use super glue. Obviously you can do weld beads with anything. You can, like I said, sculpt it out of epoxy. You can even use hot glue, but today I want to try my luck and use super glue. So we're gonna do that. So let's use, again, super glue. And if you do use this method, be careful because the super glue might touch, or at least the tip of the super glue will touch anything, like how I was doing this. It was touching the accelerant that was already on the PVC pipe itself, so be careful because it will, you will get a buildup of dry glue on the tip of your glue. On the tip of your super glue, so be careful with that. It will come off, but you don't want that on there because it won't come out. So let's try it again. See if we get it a bit cleaner this time. And you just want a very little bit, like you just want, just as like all of it, just a little squirt, just whatever comes out of the tip itself. Just that's all you want. You don't want more, you don't want less. So now let's. That was actually a good spray. I don't think I'm going to do a second coat. I might do one. I love this stuff. This is actually one of my new favorite things that I just discovered. I love this. This is great. I got this at Hobby Lobby. If you guys are interested in purchasing this this method. Or this accelerant, as I should say. So let's try it again. Just very carefully. It's all just one. If you guys have any ideas of what you could use this for, leave a comment down below because I'm very curious for other projects that use weld lines or weld beads or whatever. I could think of like maybe a fallout weapon or now that I think of it, I'm thinking of one project I could use this for if I built a Kylo Ren mask from Rise of the Skywalker, because it does look like looks like Kylo Ren does weld it back together since he broke it in Last Jedi. Seems like he's welding it back together. So I guess you could use that, or I guess you could use this method to do that. And there we go. There's our little beads, and let's set it one more time. There's a spot right here where it's kind of a bit uneven, so let's try to go back one more time just to get it all in unison. I love little like things like this. I love learning little tricks and using little things like this. It's very, I guess, soothing in a way, if that makes sense. It's kind of like painting, but you're not painting. I guess it's a hobby is what I should say. Yeah, that actually looks pretty legit. I like that. I like that. That looks really good. I like that. Okay, before I glue this square onto the bottom of the larger tube, I'm going to cut out this hole because I'm going to need to drill this out eventually because that's why I have holes. So let me get my drill. Now I have my drill bits all tight in there. So let's just drill straight down. Perfect, right there. That's all we need. Okay, great. So now, what I could do is, what I did was I scored it with an X-Acto knife, so when I do glue this on to this bit, it does stay on there pretty well. So basically scoring it will give it some tooth to grab onto. I think, actually, I might do that. I might just super glue the entire, I just might use the accelerant and super glue it onto there. Let's just score that side, just so we have a little bit of tooth. Just so when the glue and the accelerant dries, the glue will just stay in there, like a little cavern. It just stays in there on both sides. Let's just, that sounds good enough. Let's do one side accelerant. Perfect. Okay. One side glue. It's a little bit, just not too much. Well, actually, I'm going to do quite a bit just to go around. Well, I'm going to. Yeah, that sounds about good. That looks about good. That looks fine. I will thread it from the bottom either way, so it won't matter that much in the long run. But to me, it will make all the difference. I think it's set. So it's there. Yeah, it's permanently there. That's great. It's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so let's do this. Let's lay down a couple of beads on here. Just to, where's my sandpaper? Just to get this off. Dried super glue on the tip. And we do the same method. Squeeze and pull. This is a great method for faux weld lines. This is one of my new favorite methods. If you guys have a favorite method, leave it in the comments below as well. I used to like super glue, or not super glue, hot glue, but sometimes that can get a bit messy. Doesn't always work. I'm glad I went back 2 years later to do this, because this is one technique that I found I do enjoy now doing. Another project you could do is the ghost trap. The ghost trap, I think only has one weld line. It's like on the handle portion, but that still requires fake or faux weld lines. Squeeze and pull. That's it. That's perfect. This is the highlight of my life. Making fake beads of weld. Yeah, that looks great. That actually looks really good. I'm really proud of that. Let's just spray on some accelerant just to make sure. Cool. All right. And there we have it. There is our fake or faux weld lines. I'm glad it did work eventually as I wanted it to. If I had a bit more of a finer tip on the super glue cap itself, maybe I could make smaller ones, but this is as small as I think I'm going to ever need these beads to be. So, you know, in the future, I guess I could make bigger ones for bigger projects. But till then, I think that's it. I I'm happy with how that came out. I'm really happy with how this method is being used. So, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy and you guys want to see another video like this, please leave a comment down below. If you guys want to see more from me, please subscribe. I will be coming out with new videos almost every other week, eventually. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.